Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
How you feeling there, Mac?
Good enough to fuck your mother! Cartman! Yeah!
Hashtag dicks out for Harambe. Woo! I don't have a dick, so I can't do that. I know that's like unpopular opinion, and that I'm sure there's a lot of you that do think I in fact have a dick. That is false news. That is fake news. I do not. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm joined by Radar again, or I'm joined with. I don't fucking know. What's the right phrasing?
Joined by, I believe. But hi, Minx. How are you tonight?
Hello. I'm good. I'm fucking exhausted. How are you?
Oh, fucking amazing. It's Tuesday. It's one day closer to the weekend.
God, seriously, it can't get here any faster. I'm over this week already, and it's only Tuesday, and I'm done with it. Fucking over it. Oh, I hope everyone else is having a better week than I am. I'm fucking tired. I'm just fucking tired. Fucking hello, everyone. Should I do what normal people, like live people, do on fucking this thing? And small person spotted. What do you want? I don't know what to tell you. Figure it out. I don't know. Sorry. Fucking. Oh, hi, Bailey. But yeah, I would say, but what? Fuck me. What was I saying? Oh, dude, fuck this week. I'm done. Fucking done. This one of the tiny humans just popped in. There's no soap. What do you want me to do about it right now? I'm busy. I guess you should have told us the last time you took a bath and washed yourself, and you're like, hey, I used all the soap. Maybe. I don't know. They'll learn.
Mine came in about 3 minutes before we started saying there was no dog water because she poured it out, and she was carrying the empty gallon jug that's supposed to be full of dog water around the house. I'm like, oh yeah. She's like, no dog water, Daddy, no dog water. I'm like, yes. Awesome. I'm like, oh, I gotta go, Mama, you clean that up.
Right. Right, exactly. Go tell your dad. What do you want me to do about it? You guys know, on Tuesdays after dinner, this is where I go.
I want to put a deadbolt on the bedroom door in here so the kids just leave me alone.
Right. Almost have to. Seriously, before we came on, the one came in and she's walking with just her pants on. I'm like, where's your shirt? Oh, there it is. It's tangled in your hair. And legit, she had hair tangled around a button, and she was like, my hair's stuck to my shirt. And I was like, it sure is. Again, what do you want me to do? And she's like, can you fix it? So, all right, hold on. Like, you good? Yeah, okay. Go take a bath. Fuck it, they're fun, though. I like them.
So I got conned into watching Letterkenny the last, I don't know. Everyone's been hounding me about it. And I like Trailer Park Boys. I was like, hell yeah, I'll watch some Letterkenny.
Yeah.
And so me and the little, the three, she'll be 3 in May. And she's like, Daddy, what are you watching? I'm like, Letterkenny. And I'm laughing. And she's laughing because I'm laughing. I'm sure she has no clue what's going on.
Right, yeah.
Well, now she's going up to her mom, and she's like, oh, do you want to watch some TV? And she goes, yeah, Letterkenny. Oh. So now apparently my daughter is now hooked on Letterkenny. And I think it's hilarious, but because it's better than Paw Patrol or whatever. But I don't know.
Dude,
Mama's not impressed.
The small ones right now are hooked on Trolls and My Little Pony. My Little Pony I don't have an issue with because they had an anti-socialism episode. which I can totally get behind. Like they had this whole episode where this one hooker, I don't even know what the hell this pony's name was, but she had convinced all the other ponies to give up their cutie marks, like their little individual like tramp stamps that they've got, which make them each unique and special, right? So, hooker bitch pony convinced all these other ponies that, you know, if everyone's the same, then we can all be friends and nothing separates us and nothing makes us different, right? And a total, like, socialist undertone to it. Like, to the point where I was like, I don't know if I want you guys watching this episode and being, like, brainwashed at a young age. But then, like, the heroes come in, right? So Twilight Sparkle and her little gang. And they're like, no, everyone is allowed to be, like, different. You don't have to be the same. You know, not everything has to be equal. And I'm like, oh, go on. Like, we can continue watching this. But, oh, fucking Trolls, though. I don't like that show. I like that. There's, because they have these little assholes who, they're naked, but they're covered in glitter, so it's okay, even though you quite clearly can see defined butt cheeks, and you're like, but they're naked. I don't understand what's happening right now. Like, how is this okay? But
I think you're getting way into that.
I mean, I guess, like, whatever. I understand it's a kid's show, but at the same time, I'm like, pants? Or a loincloth even? I'll take that. A G-string, sure. But why are you naked on a kid's show? I have questions, but, you know, whatever. Right? Exactly. Not Bernie Sanders approved. It might just be Joe Biden approved, though. I went there. I wonder if I'll get yelled at for talking about this. Whatever. Worth it. Anyways. So the whole thing with Joe Biden, right? Are we no longer doing the hashtag, like the pound me too thing with sexual harassment, sexual assault? Are we not doing that with him? Because I'm confused. Because even Joe Biden has come out and said in the past that any woman who comes forward with accusations should be believed. Right? And yet, here in the last week, we've had 2 women come out saying, hey, Joe Biden either touched me inappropriately or he sexually harassed me. So I have not seen the outcry as I did with one Judge Brett Kavanaugh.
Did you see they took it a step further? And they were like, no, it's not sexual harassment. He's just overly affectionate.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that hooker fucking defending him. Micah, MSNBC's Micah defends Biden. So Micah Brzezinski reacting to a former Nevada State Assemblywoman's tale of former VP Joe Biden inappropriately grabbing her and kissing her on the top of the head, defended Biden's oft-criticized actions towards women by saying he was just, quote, extremely affectionate, extremely flirtatious, in a completely safe way. Which is probably why Mike Pence, like Vice President Pence, refuses to be alone with a woman without his wife present. Have you noticed that? Like, there's a reason for this. Now, that being said, it's still unacceptable. Like, has anyone else seen the videos, the pictures of the way this man acts around little girls? Let alone grown women. Like, he's overly touchy-feely. He's overly affectionate. And, like, to the point where it's quite clearly making these children uncomfortable. And they pull away from him, and he smells their goddamn hair. It's no. But yeah, so the former Nevada Democrat State Assemblywoman Lucy Flores wrote of her encounter with Biden in 2014, saying that just before the speeches, we were ushered to the side of the stage where we lined up by order of introduction. As I was taking deep breaths and preparing myself to make my case to the crowd, I felt two hands on my shoulders. I froze. Why is the Vice President of the U.S. touching me? I felt him get closer to me from behind. He leaned further in and inhaled my hair. I was mortified. He proceeded to plant a big, slow kiss on the back of my head. My brain couldn't process what was happening. I was embarrassed. I was shocked. I was confused. I wanted nothing more than to get Biden away from me. I had never experienced anything so blatantly inappropriate and unnerving before. He made me feel uneasy, gross, and confused. After that story broke, some Democratic presidential candidates criticized Biden, including Senator Warren, who snapped, I read the op-ed last night. I believe Lucy Flores and Joe Biden needs to give an answer. Julian Castro, who served as Barack Obama's Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, commented, we need to live in a nation where people can hear her truth, adding that Flores should be believed. Leftist website Vox reported of Biden's history with women. Biden's been caught on camera embracing a female reporter from behind and ripping, it says ripping, her above her waist, just below her bust, whatever the fuck that means. At a swearing-in ceremony for Defense Secretary Ash Carter, Biden put his hands on the shoulder of Stephanie Carter, Carter's wife, and then leaned in and whispered into her ear. He's also touched women's faces and necks during their other photo ops. Once at a swearing-in ceremony for a U.S. senator, he held the upper arm of a senator's preteen daughter, leaned down, and whispered in her ear as she became visibly uncomfortable. Then he kissed the side of her forehead, a gesture that made the girl flinch. Now, there are, I have seen some videos where they've kind of enhanced the audio, where you can hear Joe Biden tell a teenage girl, like a preteen girl, if only you were older. That's creepy as fuck. But no, this is over the top. He's quite clearly made a lot of different women uncomfortable and uneasy. And, what a lot of these women, a lot of sexual assaults and harassments and whatnot go unreported, right? Because the people who do it are in positions of power, right? So who is going to believe a woman who says, oh, the vice president of the United States assaulted me or harassed me or has made me uncomfortable with how he touched me? And this coming from the side, the political party who is all about women's rights, believing women no matter what they say, and started this whole Pound Me Too movement, and yet the majority of them are fucking silent when it comes to this. No one's really reporting these stories. He's fucking creepy as fuck. And, the fucking YouTube videos that showcase his actions towards little girls is just fucking beyond uncomfortable. You watch it and you're like, how is this pedophile not in jail? Fucking ugh.
You say pedophile, I hear vice president. and I think that might be the reasoning behind it. I mean, I don't know. See, here's my thing with it. And, we've got all these videos and everything. We've got all this evidence of Joe Biden being the man that they're accusing Trump to be without evidence. And that's what really bugs me. And this is a while ago. I did, when they were talking about Biden first running, this is on my personal Facebook page. I did a little deal. And I was like, would you, with a little, whatever, fucking poll thing you can do on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, would you vote for Joe Biden or Donald Trump? And like every single like far left friend of mine who has been calling Trump nothing but a sexist and a misogynist and all that for months, years, was like, I love Joe Biden, vote Joe Biden in, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. I'm like, really? Like, how you cannot be okay with one behavior and not the other. And I'm not saying, I mean, Donald Trump's like, yeah, I made some shitty comments in a locker room and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to lie. I'm a dude. I've said some of them comments before too. Like, look at that girl. What's up? But I'm not trying to be president. But you cannot excuse one behavior you cannot condone one behavior while holding up another. That's
right.
My problem with it.
So Skittles in Mixer says, well, he's a Democrat, believe all women if it's against the Republican Party. He says Occupy Democrats is actually working right now to defend Biden by blaming Trump because somehow Joe Biden's actions are Trump's fault. And then Alex says, unlike with Kavanaugh, there's vast proof of Creepy Joe's actions, but it's the left. They have their own set of rules. Which I think you are completely correct on that. But again, how is this any different than what happened with Judge Kavanaugh, except there's actually video and photographic evidence of the inappropriate touching happening. It's not one chick with a story from high school when she was at a party and she was drunk and so she couldn't really remember all the details. They fucking tried to lynch Judge Kavanaugh over that one story. Sure, others came out, but then, after these other women came forward and saying, oh, he assaulted me as well, or he harassed me as well, a week later they're like, oh, never mind, I made that up. No one's saying that with these stories that have come out. No one's being like, oh, no, I just made this up because I didn't want him to be elected. Or I didn't want him to be, sworn in or fucking confirmed.
Well,
it's fucking, where's the outrage? Where's the Hollywood outrage over this? Because, we're supposed to actually give a shit, I guess, with what our Hollywood elite celebrities say, and we're supposed to think like them, and they're the fucking biggest assholes out here shoving the Me Too movement down our throats, and they're silent. I'm calling them out. Where the fuck are they? Where is everyone who's all like, oh, we need to believe all women. We need to believe every single woman who comes forward and says that she's been assaulted or harassed. Where is that crowd? Because I don't fucking see them. They're fucking MIA right now with this.
The people I've
with
seen
their
lately,
head buried in the sand.
The people I've seen lately that have just driven me absolutely batshit crazy are the ones who are coming out now, and this goes Rotorhead loser, Alex or whatever, in Mixer was like, you can't make it up when you have video and picture proof. We saw these videos and pictures and whatnot for the last however many years, 8, 10, 12 years, however long Joe Biden's been a creep.
And no one's done anything.
But everyone's saying now there's like been 3 or 4 different people that have come up and said, oh, that's all doctored and it's all fake and that's fake news, whatever. Crap, it's photoshopped. It's not. Where were the? Okay, if it was photoshopped 10 years ago, I don't know. I just don't I don't get it. That's what I don't understand. Is everyone, even when Hillary was running in 2016, people were like, good thing Joe Biden wasn't running. He's creepy. And this is from his own party. These are from the Democrats who were like, yeah, he's a little bit out there. He's got a lot of weird shit. We just really don't want this guy around. Now all of a sudden he's like the fucking savior of the Democratic Party, and they're touting him and defending him and everything else. And I don't know. There's a lot. I guess there's no proof. There's no him sticking his male parts inside of a teenager or younger in some of these pictures. but it sure is fucking creepy. And if that dude came to my house, he's like, "Hey, I'm your babysitter," I'm like, "I canceled plans tonight, dude. Sorry, I'm gonna stay home with the kids."
Right.
So I don't know. And it was brought up last night too. Like, he just reminds everyone, he reminds me and a couple people that were talking about it, of that creepy guy on Family Guy, that old dude on Family Guy, the hisser dude. I don't remember his name, but whatever. I mean, I don't know. But they've been waiting for him. They've been touting him, and all of a sudden he's here, and he's not raising the money that I guess he thought he was going to. And he just doesn't have any high points, at least in my opinion. He's not moderate. He's not anything. He's just a creepy old dude who, if he would just retire and go away, none of this shit would come out, and it'd probably be the best thing for his political career and personal life to just fade away and be like, "Nah, dude, I was the vice president for Obama. I'm old. I'm just going to retire." And then fucking and be done with it.
Fade away. So Bob Hutt from Facebook Live says, above and beyond the political sides of this, I think the real issue is people of power, regardless of is getting away with these things. And I completely agree. It doesn't matter what side of the party of like the fucking aisle you sit on. It's the fact that these people in power are actually getting away with this. It's not that they think they can get away with it. It's that they fucking are getting away with it. Ugh.
Well, and that's when they, the people that are like the Me Too movement or whatever, Pound Me Too, all that crap, they're calling for accountability. You got to call for accountability of everybody. And that gets back to my point earlier. You cannot excuse one person's behavior and accept another's when it's the same behavior, even if it's allegedly. And I'm not saying that you go and like burn every male politician and every male entertainment actor, actress, singer, whatever, because they're not all bad when it comes to that.
Exactly. They're not all bad. But
when you have evidence.
When they're a fucking predator and preying on people because they are in that position of power, because they know it's their word against their victim's word, and who are you going to believe? Some chick on the street or the vice president of the United States?
Well, right now, with all these videos coming out and have been out, not coming out, but have been out, I believe, like, if there's some chick, and I was like at the mall and she's like, "I got touched by Joe Biden," I believe her. I believe her at this point. Because, like, if you're willing to do that kind of stuff when you know the cameras are rolling, because some of those are like dudes who are getting like medals of honor and silver stars and all this other shit, and they're invited to the White House, and like Joe Biden's kissing on his, teenage daughter. Well, the dude's right there. I don't know, man. There's a lot of evidence, and I don't know. Why not? What? They're just like, fuck it. It's better than Trump, I guess. And that's, to me, it's not.
Yay.
But I just don't get it. I don't know. But I hope that he's not getting away with it. But if he's willing to be that public with some of the stuff that he's done, what's he done in private?
Right, exactly.
That's what comes into my mind with it.
And, like, I don't like how he's being defended as, oh, he's just extremely affectionate. He's just extremely flirtatious. And it's completely safe. It's harmless. He just likes to smell women's hair because that's fucking normal.
Well,
somewhere
that's
in
not
some
normal.
society.
But here's the deal. I'm the kind of person where if you give me way too many drinks, I become overly affectionate, right? I'm the dude who if you've never met me, I'll be at the bar and I'll be like, "What's up?" and like give you a big hug, and then I'll go on the next person. Right? To me, that's overly affectionate. But I'm not like, "Let me smell your hair, girl. Get your old butt over her."
Right?
I wish you were legal age or whatever. Like,
right?
I don't get it.
Bae from Mixer Radar. I love you, man.
Yes, I'm that dude.
That's you. So speaking of like drinks or whatever, I want to know where the outcry is on Cardi B drugging men for money and robbing them and I guess fucking some of them. Because some of the guys who've come out and said, "Hey, I had paid, like, I had, talked to her about, like, fucking, and next thing I know, I've been robbed, and there's a used condom that I don't remember even putting on." So, where the fuck is the outrage on that? Is it because she's a chick and was drugging men? Is that why there's no outrage? Because to me, there's no difference between her and a man who does it to women. They're the same fucking monster. They're the same predator. And like all these hookers out here being like, oh, she was just doing what she had to do to survive. You know, she's innocent. Yeah, drug those men. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, how is that even right? How is that a fucking thing? Like, what in the fuck? I feel like I'm the only one who, like, or is like upset about this because I'm like, she's being a predator and she's bragging about it and no one's doing anything. She has come out and said, hell yeah, I fucking did it. I drugged men and then I stole from them. Like, are you fucking... Why is nothing being done about this? Why is she not being locked up with Bill Cosby? Oh, is it because she's not attacking underage men? She's still drugging them. She's still robbing them. She's still fucking them when they're inebriated and fucking under the influence of some sort of drug. She fucking roofied them. That's date rape, right? Is that still a thing, or is it not because it's a woman who drugged and then raped a man?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's just overly affectionate. But,
right? She's just overly affectionate with her fucking vag.
Did you see that meme? It's like, I was drugged and raped by Cardi B, and it was still better than listening to her music or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, you're right. And I just saw it in the Mixer chat. It was like, well, she's a lib and she's a person of color, so she can do whatever she wants. And that's, unfortunately, at least in the eyes of the media, the way it is. But that's not the way it's supposed to be at all, at least in my mind. But it's almost like she's like the Robin Hood of roofies now or something, where it's okay for her to do it because she's getting back at all the dudes who are like,
back at the men. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Oh, she's getting back at the patriarchy. What the fuck did that ever do to her? Like, she had to fucking survive. It's a male-dominated world. The patriarchy. Like, that's all I fucking hear. Like fucking velociraptors and pterodactyls screeching. Ugh.
Right. Ice just said them hoes and them rap songs always get the bad rap. That's right. That's right. She's got to stick up for them hoes. But
what?
She's lucky she didn't do that shit to me. One, I ain't got nothing to steal, and two, I would have pooped in her closet. So,
so joke's on you. Ugh. Tyler, maybe she's like Caitlyn Jenner and she has to roofie guys so they don't see her dick. She did the Empire privilege. She's Rapper Hood, not Robin Hood. Oh my God.
You know what, though? I think, when it comes to like getting people drunk and stealing from them, I think we need to get on Amazon about that too. Like, I don't know if you've ever done that, but I've done that. Like, come home all drunk from the bar and like wake up the next morning and my debit card's next to my computer, and I know drunk me ordered sober me some shit, and I don't know if I really wanted it or not.
Right. No, I've never done like drunk Amazon Prime, or I've done Ambien and Amazon. That is a fun game as well, because you're like, why is my bank account empty? And then 2 days later, you're like, the fuck is this in front of my house?
See, I have a rule now. I don't look at either one. I mean, I might look at my bank account, but I don't look at Amazon. Like when as soon as I order something, it's gone. Like, I don't even bother looking because I want it to be like Christmas in like the middle of March. Be like, oh, sweet.
Right? This is great. Oh, thanks, Fractured. I don't know how to pronounce your name for following us, though. So Joseph says in Facebook, that Cardi B is part of 2 protected classes in the Democratic Party. So that's why no one's going after her. And why no one is really making a big deal about this, even though it's, kind of a big deal. Oh, I have a doppelganger? What the fuck? Who's my doppelganger? Go on. I love doppelgangers. Oh, holy fuck me.
Whoa.
Sorry, I know I just got this message that I have a doppelganger. Holy shit! We do look alike. Right? There's 2 of me. Oh, I got all excited. Now I have to meet her. I don't know who she is, but damn it, we have to be best friends now.
I feel like you should call her right now. You need to find her number and call her right now and get her on the show.
Oh, and see if we even sound the same. Although they do say, statistically, there's something around 20 people in the world who look identical to you. Because, there's only so many different combinations of genes that you can have, and there's 7 point whatever billion people. So, all right, Chris, catch you up. I have no clue what you're talking about right now. Okay, so far we have talked about how Joe Biden is fucking creepy as fuck and deserves to be under investigation for sexual assault and sexual harassment. Because remember, sexual assault is now such a broad term. It no longer means rape. It no longer means any sort of penetration. It is any unwanted sexual contact. So whether that be groping or grabbing or an unwanted kiss, that is considered sexual assault these days. So Joe Biden needs to be fucking investigated for sexual assault and interrogated for sexual assault in the same manner that Judge Kavanaugh was interrogated for sexual assault and put in front of a peer of jurors and found innocent or guilty, the same way that they fucking treated Judge Kavanaugh. That's what they need to do. 2, we talked about the fact that no one is really giving a shit that Cardi B drugs and rapes and robs men. She fucking roofies men, and no one really cares. They're like, meh, fuck it. I guess they had it coming, they call it woman empowerment somehow. I don't know. So that is where we're at. And then I got a picture of a chick who I've never met in my life, and they're like, hey, look, it's your doppelganger. And I was like, oh my God, it really is. And now I have to meet her, and I don't know. I we have to be best friends. That's just how it goes. Right? Yeah. So.
Sexual assault always meant groping. People just use it as a euphemism for rape. So now rape and grabbing a butt are the same thing, according to Steven in Facebook. But okay. No, I'm gonna, and this is me using my white male privilege right now. Does that include okay? So it includes any physical contact that's unwanted, obviously. What about other cat calls and the infamous unsolicited dick pics and all of that? I mean, where is the line drawn there, I guess?
So I think all that is right, exactly, Dale. So now you're caught up. I think all that is considered sexual harassment. Although I will say I have honestly never been, I don't know, maybe it's because I keep all my fucking messenger shit on lockdown to where unknown people can't fucking send me their dicks. But I've never had that issue. I'm probably one of the few women, I don't know if that should be a compliment or if I should reevaluate literally everything about me. Because I've never gotten an unsolicited dick pic in my damn life. Everyone I've gotten, I've been talking to the dude, and it's just here's my dick. Yes, this is your dick. Congratulations. I don't know what to tell you. Right? But no, I've never gotten the unsolicited dick pic. No,
Well,
actually, no, that's a lie. I got a random one on my Snapchat. I lied. Sorry, you guys. I got a random one years ago. I was in Germany at the time. Years ago, I got a random dick pic. And so, one of my male friends really took one for the team and, like, did the goat, which I then took a picture of and sent it to random dick dude. And that's the only time I think I have ever gotten the unsolicited dick pic. And I think word spread. Don't send your dicks to this one. You'll get the goat back. You know what I mean by when I say the goat, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that movie.
Okay.
But maybe that's what it takes. Maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it's what you have to do in order to fend away the once word spreads, man. Like I don't know. Like once that word gets out, you'll get the goat. And so maybe that's going to turn some dudes on and be like, oh, look at my dick.
Right.
But
see,
I want to see your goat.
And then, okay, so after my divorce, right, I was like, fuck it, let's try, like, let's go back to women. Because why not, right? Because I'm fucking bi. And I can fucking choose which one I want. So it is a choice for me. But that being said, the unsolicited pussy pictures was astounding. Right? And, like, vaginas are like fucking dicks, right? You're like, all right, yeah, it looks nice, I guess. But anyways, I don't know, maybe it's just because I work with, like, naked people that, like, body parts don't really do it for me. I'm like, yes, that is your vagina. Thank you. I think. I don't, like, it doesn't look like the one I'm about to operate on, so that's good. Fucking.
So.
But it's unreal, the amount of unsolicited badge pics. Like, god damn, like, I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned. I'm like, hey, can I get to you, like, can I know your middle name before I see what's in your panties? I don't know. Like, that's me. Like, hi, my middle name is, fucking Marie, because everyone's goddamn middle name is Marie. Here's my titties, here's my badge. Oh, all right, well, at least I got your middle name. So I guess we've advanced to this level.
Chris Bither says they all look like beat up raviolis.
Dude.
I don't know where you're looking at your pics, buddy, but they shouldn't be that bad. Unless you're in Italy, I guess. So we're talking about surgery and seeing bits, both male and female. I fucked up my knee real bad, and that's why I got removed from service or asked to leave or medically retired or whatever term you want to use. But anyway,
they asked me to quit.
It's like baseball. They didn't renew my contract.
Right.
So.
Damn it.
So anyway, I was having a knee surgery, and we were at the bar like a couple nights before, and these girls from the surgery center here in town came in, and we're just kind of sitting there hanging out, bullshit and whatever. And I was like, so when you guys are like getting ready to do your surgery, like the guys are all passed out, do you ever like, pick it up and look? And she's like, yeah, but you're going to be the hottest guy that's ever been on my table. So my buddy conned me into going into the store in Rapid and buying like this bright ass yellow thong. And I wore that in for my knee surgery.
Yes.
And you have to write like yes or no on your legs. Mm-hmm. Someone drew a smiley face on my thigh while I was asleep. So I don't know where that falls in our sexual harassment assault spectrum. But yeah, so there's a tip for you guys. If you're going out to get surgery done and you want a smiley face on your thigh, wear a yellow sparkly thong.
Right. Oh my god. No, okay, so The real awkward thing, so with my job, is not like seeing other people's bodies. It's, every so often I need surgery. So my coworkers have seen me naked. Or, or have seen, have gotten really up close and personal with my vagina because, that's the area we work on when you go for kidney stone removal, right? So I, this was like a year ago. I went in because I like pretty much forced my urologist, our urologist, to take out this kidney stone, because I was like, this bitch has been in me like long enough. The last time I had a kidney stone, it took 6 months to get out. Take it out now. So I was like, I haven't eaten all morning. I'm fucking hungry. Take it out. Take it out now. And so he was like, okay. So yeah, he put me on, and I'm in pre-op, and I was like, hey, give me a skin marker, right? And so like I'm drawing all over my inner thighs because I know that my coworkers are about to they're about to see everything. So I'm like, well, let's just make it fun for everyone, I guess. So I'm like drawing pictures. I'm like, oh, hello. Like, nice of you to be here. Thanks for helping out, guys. Go to this side. But yeah, my coworkers, they laughed. They're like, really? You fucking did that? And I was like, oh, it was gonna be uncomfortable for anyone to be in there, right? Because I work with these people, but at the same time, like, we see so much dick and vag, like, they all kind of blur together, right? Like, I've seen more dicks than a prostitute. True story. It's true.
And then none of us are really surgery anything. We're not medical. We're just a bunch of dudes and chicks that I know. But a friend of mine had the best saying for this, and actually she's in the Navy, so she probably knows a lot. But she would always say they call it bumping uglies for a reason. There's nothing attractive about either.
Oh shit!
No, don't worry about it. There's really nothing attractive about a vagina or a penis. Let's be honest.
There's nothing. It's not. I'm just, and especially like the vag and dick I see, right? So like, if you're coming in for surgery on your vagina or your penis, something's not right with it, right? Am I right? Although I will say we've not had our frequent flyer come in a long time, and I kind of wonder where this dude's at. He is had to have a few surgeries to remove how do I phrase this correctly? Metal bindings from around cock and balls.
So like a cock ring.
Yes, but metal, and that he is not able to get off. So it's required surgery to be removed.
I'm strangely like, I kind of want to see what you're talking about, but I kind of don't.
Yeah, like this one time he came in with a fucking like a super small like padlock around the base of the shaft and the balls, and you're just like, how? But then not only that, so like obviously it's created this cock ring effect. So he's like semi-hard, and you're like, the hell am I supposed to do with this? Like, you're gonna lose your dick, dude. Stop. And then another time he came in with like multiple like metal bearings around it, and you're like, bruh, we talked about this. Stop. What are you doing?
Well, I can almost get like the lock thing, but don't lose the key.
Right.
I didn't mean to say that. Like, I get it. That's what I use a lock, but I use a combo lock, so I don't fucking forget of it. No, but I just, What? Wow. It's almost like Dale Labs says Google is your friend, Radar.
Right.
So now I know what I'm doing on my break.
It's a cock lock.
A cock lock. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, now it's going to show up on my Google search or whatever. Your Amazon, whatever. What's that shit called? Like your suggested items on Amazon. That's what's going to show up now. Now I'm going to get all drunk and I'm going to Amazon Prime myself a cock lock.
Right.
Yep. Awesome.
Yes. It's going to be great.
Oh my God. Okay, so he quit coming in. So he was a frequent flyer.
Yeah.
And he kept throwing stuff, metal, I'm guessing steel of some sort, onto the area where you would use a cock ring.
Yes.
And then
Like around basin balls.
And now he doesn't come in anymore. So is your money on one, he just lost his dick and it's not an issue anymore. Two, he's going somewhere else for his help. Or three, did he stop doing what he was doing?
I'm going to say a combination of 1 and 2. Like, he either moved or he's just going somewhere else.
Because I'm assuming, like, once you get to, like, that level, like, I don't even know, like, where's it start? Like, I licked her butthole and it was all right. To choke me, to I need a lock on my cock. Like, I don't know the progression of this.
Know. Well, I mean, it's the same with, like, sounding. I don't know what, like, you know, most men, when you talk about, like, oh, you need to go get swabbed for an STD test, their fucking dick shrivels up and becomes inverted and fucking gets retracted up like a fucking turtle head. Like, no, right? But then there's guys out there who are like, hell yeah, stick that shit down my dick hole. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Right? That's a thing. I don't like what guy is like, you know what? I'm going to shove a pen up there and just see how it feels.
Well, first off, I had to have my bore punched one time because that's the way the fucking Navy does it because they don't believe in anything else. This is when old fucking Radar was in the Marine Corps and the fucking Navy doctor's like, if you went in and you had any kind of urology problem, you were getting your bore punched. And so fuck that dude. His hands were giant and the fucking Q-tip was like, fuck that dude. Anyway, turns out I just had like a fucking UTI or some shit. And I was like, I thought only chicks get that. And they're like, dude, you have to drink water, not just beer. And so that's when I decided to drink some more water. But I was like, that was completely unnecessary. They're like, you said it hurt when you peed. I'm like, I said I can't pee and it hurts. Like, there's a fucking difference. Two, now it hurts really bad because you put this fucking Q-tip 6 miles up my urethra and oh my God.
Like all I can do is like picture you throwing this little tantrum. This escalated quickly. You didn't have to do that.
And then the dude was like, well, we're just going to give you some penicillin. I'm like, if I would have had the clap or some shit, what would you have done? He's like, I probably would have gave you some penicillin. And I'm like, well, just give me some penicillin either way. Guess what? Yeah. Saves us all a lot of time and frustration.
No, because they have to get a proper, accurate diagnosis.
Fucking guess. Like, if it's like, I don't know. Like, you don't need to. I don't know. Whatever.
Right? Fucking Chris, it burns when you get soap in the pee hole. Screw shoving shit up in there.
Dale, Marines getting their bore punch and getting crayons for a treat. No, I did get a sucker.
No, did you?
Yeah, they had a big jar of suckers at the Corpsman station when you first walked in. Did he sniff your hair while doing it and rub your shoulders? I wish.
Right? Did he pull a Biden on you? Oh my God.
It was really awkward though. I was like, where do I put my pants? And he's like, in the corner with mine. And I was like, oh, okay.
Right? I started the pile. Oh my God.
Oh, well. But yeah, so I don't know where guys would get. Maybe, I don't know. So I've seen in my drunk searching things that should remain unseen.
Go on.
But I know they have like the different sizes of butt plugs to like work your way up.
Yeah.
They do the same thing with the, what do you call that, where they stick shit up their pee hole? Sounding. Yes.
Yeah.
Do they have?
We do. And
so
actually, so we actually use that a lot in surgery, right? So if we're doing some sort of urology case, right, and we are trying to take a scope, it's about the size of my pinky, right? And I've got small pinkies. But sometimes that hole is a little tight. So we have to get what is called Van Buren sounds. And Bay, what am I drinking? I'm drinking cherry 7-Up. There is no alcohol in here. I'm day 2 sober. Like, no alcohol. I'm trying this whole not drinking thing for a month. We're going to see what happens, see how it goes. I know, right? Like, fucking weird. Trust me, like yesterday, I got home from work and I was like, I really want some wine. And then today, I got home from fucking work and I was like, I want the whole bottle of Captain Morgan. And like, we have a fucking handle of 100 proof. And I'm like, I need the whole thing. Like, I was that close to turning in my fucking 2 weeks notice to be like, I'm fucking done with all the bullshit. I'm out. But I have to find another job first before I can do that. So, right? What am I supposed to do with my hands? But yeah, so if you Google Van Buren sounds, it'll come up with pictures of this surgical instrument. Right? It would be a lot cooler if I did. I know. I'm fucking lame as fuck when I'm not drinking. But yeah, so, and they're these little J things. They start off super small, but then they get to about the size of my thumb, probably a little bigger. And it just dilates your pee hole. And so where we can get instruments up there and get into your bladder.
You can buy a set on eBay for $23.63.
Are you serious?
Ooh, $21.56.
Oh! So you can do it at home in the comfort of your own bed.
God damn it. Oh.
It's on your search history now.
My sounding starter kit.
Right. Mark, I promise I'm not drunk. I have not had any alcohol since my birthday weekend, which was last weekend. Dude, I'm 33 now.
Yay, that's awesome.
Yeah. I celebrated by doing a bar crawl in Austin. So then I was like, yeah, we're going to take a month off drinking. Right? Sober Minx doesn't show her American flag bathing suit. That's true. I don't know if I can fit into it, though. I've gained weight since I've, started shacking up with my fiance. Asshole. Makes me eat. Fucker.
Oh. What's up with that? Like, okay, I met my fiance, my current love of my life, number 16 or whatever we're on now. I met her, like, we've been together, like,
you're my whole world. That's your 16th world. Shut up.
Right? At least I wait a couple of years between them. Some people, have like 5 worlds a year. But anyway.
It's true.
I was like, I'm like 5'8", 5'8.5", and I was like 160, 175 in pretty good shape. And then I meet her, and now I'm like, shit, I'm like 215. This is getting ridiculous. I'm like, ugh, I need one of them deals that like jiggles your belly and like makes it skinny again or whatever.
Right? That's a thing, right? Like, I keep seeing all these people out here on the It Works shit. And they're like, take 2 pills and there's 30 pounds in 30 days. I'm like, the fuck? That's not healthy. What? And if that was a real thing, that wouldn't that be an option from, weight loss professionals? Not some broad on Facebook? I have questions.
I swear to Christ, because I live in a small town, a little small local town. It's like 1,500, 2,000 people, and so you go to the grocery store, everybody there, and everyone's like, oh, how are the kids or whatever, blah blah blah, and there's 4 or 5 different women I see from time to time that live around town, and one of them happens to be one of my exes, and she's like, yeah, you're getting a little portly. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she's like, well,
thank you.
she's like, well, and I was like, well, you got 2 kids. I don't know what you're talking about. You're
right,
like
you
way
fat
bigger
ass.
than. But anyway, she's like, well, I found Thrive, and now so every time I see her, she's
Oh
like
my
sending me
God.
Facebook things for like Thrive and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not thriving or Plexus or whatever all these craps are now. I don't fucking get it. You know what? I'd rather be fat. I'm almost like I'm older than you
Right.
are by quite a bit, and so I don't want to be like me, whatever. I'll just be fat.
small
I'm
person.
good.
Oh, hello, tiny humans. What are you guys doing? It is. Hold on. Hey, babies. Yeah. Nope, you can't be on camera.
Why?
Because you're children. I love you. I love you. Go- Yeah? Alright, I'll let them know that you're waving, okay? Go to bed.
Why are you
Go to
doing
bed.
you have pigtails?
Because I put my hair in pigtails.
Dad,
Okay, bye. Everyone, they waved good night to you. Sorry, but I'm not letting... Y'all, I'm not putting the small ones on the camera. They don't need to be up here. Right? Because you're children. It makes it smell like the kid's hair. Well, I mean, I gotta make sure they washed it.
Or at least got the soap out of it.
Right? Hell yeah, I'm embracing the ex-military body. Like, I like food, and you can tell. And I like beer, and you can tell. I normally I squish my tummy together. I'm like, look, a donut.
It's whatever. You know what? You're entitled to get bigger and older and whatever. Like if I want to be skinny, I don't know. There's ways to be skinny, and I know it. I know I could probably eat better, and I could probably like work out and shit. But guess what? I don't care. I don't care. Now, if I don't know, this world breaks up with me, I might gotta find a new one. But whatever. I don't even care at this point. I'm not gonna
Right.
prep for it.
Right? I totally have like a mom bod without being like a mom. I'm gonna be a stepmom. Got that mom bod down on lock, complete with double chin. Oh my god, we took bluebonnet pictures on Sunday, and like I was getting a little upset with the photographer because I'm like, why are you shooting it from like down below? I'm gonna have a double you're supposed to come at the like a top angle. Get rid of my double chin. Work with me. Damn it. So a lot of pictures I'm like, my face is fat. Ugh.
I just embrace it. Well, first off, I can grow a beard.
Right?
so-
I can't. I'm sure I could like move my hair around to where it like can cover and like, instant beard. Just need like fucking Elmer's glue or something. Yes. Be jealous. So
Ow.
soft and luscious.
Sorry, that was loud. My cat just clawed the F out of my leg.
Oh,
But
speaking of, I'm about to fucking kill the kitten.
oh, you got a kitten?
Well, it's an asshole.
Well, they're all assholes.
Well, no, because our one cat is she's a tortoise, right? The little tortoise, so the brown and black like marbled one. She's
I
like,
thought you meant like a literal tortoise.
No. It's the breed. Yeah. So she's awesome. She's like a dog. She'll fucking tell you all about her day when you get home. She'll greet you at the door and is like, listen to what the dogs fucking did today. Like, where the fuck have you been? And then the kitten is just an asshole, right? So the kitten like peed on our fucking mattress, and then it peed on the recliner. And, each time it got disciplined by having its head rubbed into its pissed. And we're like, no, this is not okay. Like, you're fucking litter train. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So now, you know, I guess rightfully so, whatever. I don't fucking know. The asshole cat hides and, like, runs away and, like, absolutely refuses to be touched by anyone. Has not warmed up to the dogs at all, and we've had her for 2-3 months now, something like that. So yeah, I think this little tabby might find her way outside a random road if I can fucking catch her. I gotta corner her upstairs. I know that. Downstairs, there's too many places to hide.
Just use the treat trick and then get her in the net. Okay, so we have 3 cats. Oh. And we have 3 cats, 3 dogs, and we had a bird, and we gave the bird away. But anyway, one of the cats was throwing up every 20 minutes, which is they usually throw up about once an hour, so I really wasn't too concerned about it. But so Mama's like, we need to take the cat to the vet. It's sick or whatever. And so she legit was running around the house trying to catch the cat, and they're assholes. And they were hiding. One of them ripped a hole in the bottom of the couch, and it was a piece of fabric under the couch.
Yeah.
And she crawls up underneath that, and so she's between that and the springs of the couch. And so it was possible to find her. But anyway, so I got my net out of the camper for catching walleye, and I'm just netting cats in my living room, which I'm sure it was fun for me. I was having a grand old time, but apparently cats don't like that.
Right. Yeah, no, so Steven's cats don't like to pee all over the place doing that because it hates you. That's fine, Stephen. I don't know. I don't like it either, so it might be time to find Kitty a new home. And by new home, I mean in a coyote's stomach.
Ross Golden said it's time to go to the farm. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yep. Right? Ooh, there's a lot of Chinese restaurants, too. Maybe I can sell them fresh meat.
It'd be the only fresh meat they got.
But, all right, we are overdue for a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about Oh, there's a New York middle school teacher who is planning on suing the school district for firing her because somehow a topless selfie of her in a dirty ass fucking room. By the way, ma'am, you're an adult. Clean your goddamn bedroom before you send naughty pictures to people. Right? Look, can we just get that out of the way? So she's suing the school district for firing her. She's claiming, gender discrimination. We're going to talk about how Britain's version of Medicare for All is fucking up their entire population. And we are going to talk about, where is it? Oh, yeah, that hooker who left, Alabama, and joined ISIS. She's claiming that she's going to be a model citizen if she is allowed to return, and that she does not hate America. So we are going to talk about all of that, plus a few more stories when we come back from break. See you very soon.
Different from you, all that's true is I'm like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see, and like you need, I need, and like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
much for sticking around with us through our break. Hold on, I'm just going to listen to this best opening song ever. Like 12 more days, and it's Game of Thrones season. Oh my goodness, it's back, and I can't fucking wait. And I don't fucking care who you are. You have 24 hours. Like, nay. You have 12 hours after each episode. Warning everyone right now on my social media. You have 12 hours to get your shit together and watch each episode before I start fucking posting spoilers and shit. You get 12 hours of spoiler-free shit before I'm like, oh my god! Just, hi, Radar.
Hi.
Speaking of, I need to set up like a fake HBO account, like 30-day trial, and then cancel on day 29, and then create a new one for another 30 days. So that way I get the full thing, and I don't have to, really pay for it. And I can still watch Game of Thrones.
I need to do that so I can watch the Deadwood movie.
That's a thing, huh? What is
Yeah.
Deadwood?
You've never seen Deadwood?
Oh my god, you've never seen Game of Thrones!
Yeah.
Which
well,
one is... No. Which one is more of a travesty here? Because I think it's you.
Do they say cocksucker in Game of Thrones?
They do, actually. They say the
Do
word
they throw
cunt
people to the pigs?
a lot. There's a lot of fucking that goes on. There's titties in just about every episode.
Same with Deadwood.
And butts. And every so often, you see vag.
I've never seen any vag in Deadwood. But no, you have. I've seen a couple. But, well, okay. I'm going to give a little backstory on Deadwood and those cocksuckers. Because, okay, I live literally 3 miles from the town of Deadwood. And I'm a history major, and I went to the college in Spearfish. And I learned about those people in real life. So it's like Tyler, them Yankton cocksuckers. Anyway, so to me, like, I can relate to it, and I can actually go down and touch the buildings that are in the show. Well, not because they're whatever that they talk about in the show, and the actual people, and I know a lot of the actual backstories behind them, and it's kind of, they take some poetic license with some of the people there. But it's pretty true to form as to what it was actually like in 1876 in Deadwood. So to me, I can relate to it, I guess. I've never really ridden dragons or cut off people's penises and sent them via FedEx to their dad.
So, what is streamdreams.org?
Sounds like porn.
Right? Like, what kind of shit am I going to get into? And you'll thank me later. Well, will I? I don't know. What is it? Go on. Like, I'm not just going to sit here and type in some random address on my computer and be like, let's hope for the best. I'm not about that life. Oh, it's gay porn. Thanks, Skittles.
Sounds like some kind of like yellow golden shower porn or something. But 2 girls, 1 cup with the pee-pee.
Oh, it's any show 5 minutes after it airs. Huh. Interesting.
I'm still going with porn.
I'm still I'm gonna create fake HBO accounts. Like, I'll create a fake email. I have no shame. I'll pull a fucking Dwight during, like, like, just change identities. Fucking Dwight Schrute. But yeah. I'm gonna be fucking... Oh, I'm so excited. So excited for Game of Thrones. Fucking... I need to talk to Spanky, because I don't know if we're gonna do, like, a premiere watch party at her house. And by watch party, I mean everyone shuts the fuck up and does not talk for the first, the entire showing. Like, you get all your snacks and all your drinks beforehand, and then you fucking just shut the fuck up throughout the entire episode. Like, you don't ask questions, you wait until later.
I'm just going to come just so I can ask questions the whole time. Be like, what's this guy's name? What's he doing? I don't
Like,
understand this.
I won't even have to be the one that kills you. Spanky'll do it. So.
I'm not even, it wouldn't even surprise me. Yeah, Tyler stays up in South Dakota all the time, including Yankton and Vermilion. And he's like, I want to go to Deadwood. Well, it's only like another 7 hours from them Yankton cocksuckers to get to Deadwood. So, and it's the most boring drive in the world.
7 hours, that sounds terrible. If I drive any one direction for 7 hours, I'm still in Texas.
Oh, I know. Okay, so I was stationed in Miramar, California, outside of San Diego.
Yeah.
And I got orders to Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm just going to drive. So I made it from San Diego to El Paso in like a day. I'm like, I'm killing this. I'm already like in Texas. It can't be that much fucking further, can it?
Right?
Yeah, it was like another fucking 13 hours. I was like, fuck this. And you're still like in the middle of Texas. You wasn't even all the way out of it.
Right, yeah.
Oh, fuck Texas.
No, I understand, because driving from Orange, Texas, which is, pretty much as far east you can go on the 10, it's like, right by the Louisiana border, which I found out is actually a stronghold for the KKK. Had no idea until after I stopped there. But I went from there to Bliss, and I was like, let's stay on an army base tonight. And that took 12 hours. Like 12, 14 hours, something like that, of just through the biggest, meatiest section of Texas. Because I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know. Ugh.
The thing that it always drives through my head, driving through anywhere in the West, because if you live on the East Coast, like, good on you, you can drive like through 7 states in like 20 minutes or whatever. You can throw a rock across half of them. But out here, you drive for like 10, 12 hours and you're still in the same fucking state. And yeah, Doc, driving through Montana is even fucking worse. At least there's mountains in Montana. But anyway,
been to Montana.
You're not missing much.
It's fucking cold there. I have no interest. And there's fucking grizzly bears up there who can smell the menstruation. So
yes.
Now I put the whole station at risk. Did you hear that? Bears.
But here, and Doc, and this is good for everybody. Montana used to be it still is. It's so fucking big. They used to like not even have speed limits. They're like, just fucking go. We don't even care. It used to be no bullshit, safe and prudent speed.
Go. We understand. You want to leave? Go.
You get the fuck out. And it goes back in my mind, like, so I'm a nerd and I'm a historian, and I think of the people. Like, it's 6 hours by car going like 80 miles an hour. I go back to those dudes in like fucking wagons going across it in like the 1860s or whatever. Fuck that, dude. Going like 3 miles a day and you're still like, no, that sucks balls. If you're lucky, you make 20 miles a day going through nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. It's just like tumbleweeds and bullshit. And oh my God, I can't believe people used to do that. I don't know. Isn't Montana part of Canada? Pretty close. Pretty close, Skittles. And all Michael heard was bears and menstruation, and yeah, that's true. And then Tyler, unless you're an 18-wheeler and they have stupid truck speed limits, that's right, Texas. I'm gonna throw some shade at Texas right now. How come there's like 15 different fucking speed limits? If it's like daytime, it's in one. If you're in an 18-wheeler, it's another. And then it's like if it's dark, it's a different time. And blah 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 blah. And there's all these fucking different. Just make one speed limit.
Visibility changes when it's dark out. You dumbass. That's why.
Yeah, but it's still only like 75 miles an hour. Fuck, up here, the speed limit's like 85, 90 or some shit like that. I don't even know anymore. It's oh my God.
I-10 in certain parts, especially in West Texas, it is 85, but you can push it to 95, 100, and CHP is gonna be like, meh, fuck it. Is it CHP? No, that's California Highway. THP. fucking. They're not gonna fucking pull you over.
Yeah. And yeah, Texas, what the fuck are constables? I lived in Texas for like 4
They're
years.
Like
I never
sheriffs,
did
but
figure
like
out.
with special powers.
Why not just have them call them fucking sheriffs then?
I don't, because they're not. They've got special powers that sheriffs don't have. Sheriffs are elected officials. I don't know if constables are. I honestly, I have no idea what the fuck the difference is between a sheriff and a constable.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't. I know. I should respect them. I know that they are the law. And it's fucking Texas, which means if I do something wrong, they can shoot me.
Right.
I don't mess with that.
Stefan says like wizard powers.
Yeah,
exactly.
You don't even know.
Constables are the ones that usually serve papers, is what Rotorhead says. But you know what? Here we have people that serve as papers, and they're called sheriff's deputies. Like, why the fuck can't they just be the same? But you know, I got pulled over one time, and it was just outside of Fort Worth. I was on my way to Weatherford, if anyone knows where that is. And I got pulled over by a constable, so apparently they can pull you the fuck over and write you like a $90 ticket. Okay, so I was active duty in the Marine Corps, so I could have my license plates wherever I wanted, which was, well, my home record, which was Iowa at the time. Iowa didn't have, and to my knowledge still doesn't have, emissions problems, right? So I had this big power stroke, and I had it all turned up so it would blow black smoke, and they had these fucking things on the on-ramps that would they're like the mobile little trailers, and they would, if you blew smoke or whatever, they would try to send you a ticket for air pollution or whatever. And my mom would get like 20 of those a week, and she'd finally be like, you need to quit doing that, because every time I'd see one, I'd just romp on it and fuck those dudes. Fuck them, I don't even care. And then that constable pulled me over in those two, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But whatever, I was legal in my state, so I did. You need to pass Texas's inspection. Fuck your inspection. That's such bullshit too. Because okay, you know what?
Like
it's another way to get
minutes.
your fucking money. But you know what, bitch? I don't have a registration. I mean, I have registration here, like you do in every state. And I went down yesterday because yesterday was the 1st of April, and all of my shit expired on the 31st of March because I let it. Because fuck doing it early or on time. You might as well do it the day after everything expires. And I didn't get charged any late fees or nothing. But for my camper, my Better Half's Ford Expedition, and my Ford pickup was $720. I think it was $26 or some shit like that for 3 fucking vehicles.
Shit.
And I was like, fuck this. This is ridiculous.
No, so like literally the last time I registered my vehicle, which was last year, and that's only because my fiance noticed, like, he kind of saw how like beyond expired it was. But like, I think it was like $50. And the fucking inspection was like $20. So it's like $70 altogether. But yeah, no, I went a few years riding dirty and illegally. My vehicle was not registered until I got pulled over last Memorial Day. By a cop, and he was like, seriously? And I was like, what? And he was like, 2014. He's like, that's when you registered this? I was like, oh yeah. Whoops.
So I got out of the Marine Corps, and I spent like a year down there. And I registered my shit, and I didn't pass inspection, obviously, because of black smoke everywhere. And then I moved up here to South Dakota, right? And you know the registration and inspection go on your fucking windshield, right? I'm just driving around. I've been here like a week, and I get pulled over for having stickers on my fucking windshield because it's an obstruction of view or some shit. I'm like, this is what they fucking gave me. And then the cop goes around the back of my truck. He's like, where's your sticker on your license plate? And I was like, I don't. It's on my windshield where you told me I can't fucking have it. And it was snowing, and the dude's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I was like, no. He's like, you crossed the center line back there. I'm like, and I get out of my truck. I'm like, you show me where the fucking center line is, you cocksucker.
You fucking show me where it is.
I was so mad.
Oh my god, you realize that's a misdemeanor, Minx. man, the cop was like, you need to get this fixed. I was like, all right.
I don't know.
I paid a $10 fine. so to re-register my vehicle after years of not registering it was, like I said, $50. And that was with a $10 fine for, hey, you're driving an expired registration. Oh, my bad.
What I don't understand, like the most expensive thing on mine was my camper. And like I take my camper out of my yard like 4 times a year. And I'm like, why is it? I drive my pickup every fucking day. Right? Why isn't that more? Why isn't the camper just like, here's like $10? Like, I can see that my truck, like, oh, you're using the road and you're tearing the road. And okay, and I really shouldn't bitch because I literally work for the highway department in the county. So all of that money is going right back into my paycheck on Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, not, so I should complain a whole lot, but I just don't get it. I don't understand it. But we don't pay income tax, and we have some pretty other good perks about living. Nope, South Dakota sucks. If you're in California or some shit like that, don't fucking come here and ruin my state.
So like I said, I was in Austin the day after my birthday. So what was that, Saturday? And how do I put this correctly? The deja vu that I had was astounding. Really, the only difference between Austin and, Oakland, San Francisco, and LA even, is that there's no, as of right now, 2019, there's no human feces in the streets, and there's no dirty used needles in the streets. That's the only difference. The amount of homeless people has skyrocketed in Austin. And because Austin has turned into this huge liberal hub. Right in the center of fucking Texas. Because that's where everyone from California is fucking moving. They're moving to fucking Austin. And Houston and the DFW area. And, right, I fucking hate California too, and I'm fucking from there. But they're turning Austin into a mini like California, in that taxes and rent and everything in Austin, all the prices have skyrocketed. It's ridiculous. But seriously, the amount of homeless people was shocking. Because it was never like that. Or if there were homeless people, there were more shelters, or they were actually taken care of. But now it's like there's been this huge influx of everyone moving to fucking Austin, and which means there's more homeless people now, and they're everywhere. And I was on fucking 6th Street. That's the fucking street with all the, for anyone who doesn't fucking know, that's where everyone from UT goes to fucking party. Like, that's fucking littered with bars up and down both sides of the goddamn street. And there's homeless people fucking everywhere.
Oh, I remember Austin was always kind of a hippie, dirty city, though. I mean, I was there like 2000 to like 2004. I moved away, and we used to go to Waco a lot and bang chicks from Baylor. That was fun.
Right.
Anyway,
all the good proper Christian girls.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll Radar will tell some stories about them one night, but
goodness.
We don't have time. But anyway, yeah, Tyler's all go with Billy Bob's. That's right. Billy Bob's in Fort Worth. Best fucking bar in the world. One of them. Anyway, but so San Antonio to me was like the dirty city back then. Like, Austin was still pretty dirty and hippie and all that. And we're good at South by Southwest and all that bullshit, whatever. But I remember like going the Riverwalk down in San Antonio, and there being like homeless people sleeping all over. I remember the first time I went to the Riverwalk, and it was like, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And this girl I was dating at the time was like, you have to go there. It's so awesome. She was from Fredericksburg, and so she like loved San Antonio. It was like the Mecca for her. But anyway, we get down there, and the first thing I see is a dead cat floating down the fucking river, and like homeless people sleeping everywhere, and dirty needles and shit. I'm like, this place is dirty as fuck. Why would you want to come here? She's like, it's so pretty. I'm like, no, it's not pretty. Shut up. It's not.
Right.
But Austin was still pretty, I don't know, hippie, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's good, but it was very left leaning. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Oh, it's just ridiculous. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna get on to some stories. God damn it, bruh. I'm not taking calls right now. I know I fucking put the number up there, but I'm not taking calls. Stop calling. You think you would get the hint. So you know how London, like, they're like totally gun free, right? But they started doing the whole like knife ban and like, oh, we're gonna be a knife free city because that's gonna stop all the stabbings that we've been having. Right? Have you been tracking that at all?
oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So, the mayor of London has set up a little like amnesty drop bins, if you will, for people to put their hand knives in there. Because why not just make yourself more vulnerable than you already are? Because a knife amnesty bin has been ransacked and all the knives have been stolen. Avon and Somerset installed the knife surrender bin following a 52% spike in knife crime across the forest area in the past year. But a day later, the bin in Weston Supermare was broken into and the knives were taken. What is that? Police constable? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking understand British terms. John Biggins said, on the evening of March 13th, the knife surrender bin in Weston was broken into by a number of people. The contents were recovered a short distance away, and the whole incident was caught on closed-circuit TV. We are in the process of identifying those responsible in order to bring about a prosecution.
Well, isn't everything in London under CCTV?
I think so. Like, you are monitored like nobody's business over there. But you're still great, is it? Like, don't get me wrong. I thoroughly enjoyed my time in Germany. But fucking Angela Merkel has ruined that country with her let everybody in policy. Germany is no longer Germany.
Well, and it's like Rotorhead said, London is a definition of Orwellian 1984.
Right?
That's very true. But yeah, I mean, fuck. Like, they used to be such awesome places. London, Paris, Berlin, whatever. I mean, and now it's like, I don't know. You can't even have memes. Fucking banning memes. Fuck you.
Right?
I
What
don't
is
wanna
that?
be part of that.
What is with, like, European internet and be like, no memes? What? Like, why did they do that? Is it because it was hurting people's feelings? Like, I don't understand. I don't know why they fucking did that. Like, why are people in Europe not allowed to see memes or share them unless they have a fucking VPN from, America?
Right. Yeah, because there's not ways around it. But I just don't know. Like, I don't know what they're trying to... I understand the thought. It's the same thing with the gun people here in the States. We're going to keep everybody safe. Are you? Are you really? No, probably not. You cocksuckers don't even know what the fuck you're doing. And then, once they quit shooting each other, like, people are still going to be assholes.
Right, yeah.
And so they're going to start stabbing each other.
Like they did in London!
Yup. But... Oh my god! And these cocksuckers are like, we're gonna amnesty box for knives. What? How are you supposed to eat a steak in London now? Just like gum it? Like, I don't even get it. I don't know. And like someone, who was that? Let me go back up here. Someone was like, they're gonna have an amnesty box for assault rocks now if they, once they ban the knives and shit.
Keep it up, London. They're gonna start banning cars and like sharp objects, anything with a sharp edge to it. So your butter knife, watch out. They're coming for it.
Well, and that's what are they going to do when you can, sharpen up a butter knife or, you can stab someone with a steak knife. You're like, where's my fucking kitchen knife? What are you doing?
My knife. Fucking Richard, wait. Can they not see our memes making fun of them not having memes? Damn it! Oh my god.
I've got some British buddies of mine that we were in Iraq with. Maybe I should email them some memes. Just like, hey, you guys need to see these.
Right? Can you guys see these? You'll have to like save each one like individually, and then. Sorry, I keep like touching. It's sore. They hurt. I've been like my period it can just start already. I'm cranky. I'm any little thing is just setting me off, and I'm like, and then like they're fucking sore. I'm sore, angry bitch right now. Like hyper. Ugh.
I'm just letting you go with that because I don't know a thing about it.
Right? It hurts, but like you don't touch them and they hurt, so you try to like massage them a little to get the soreness out, and you're like, please stop hurting, and they just don't, and just on any fucking day now, it can just start.
They say that when your boobs start hurting is when you know you're pregnant.
No, it's also pre-period pain.
Oh, no, I never had a period.
Yeah, I know. You should ask your fiance, though.
Nope. I don't want to end up as a co-star in an episode of Snapped. So.
Just ask her, be like, babe, like a few days before your period start, do your titties hurt? And she'll be like, oh my God, do they ever? Don't touch them.
She got one of them IEDs, so she doesn't have periods anymore.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. IED, make that pussy explode. Oh, Kaz says we can get Joe Biden to rub on him for you.
No. Right? Yeah, give me some fucking ibuprofen. Right? Thank you, Laura. Right? Everything fucking hurts. Like, my whole body hurts. I thought I was fucking getting the flu this morning. Like, my whole body hurts right now. And I'm just like, can we get on with this? Fuck. Like, I have honestly never wanted to start bleeding so bad in my life. Like, I'm trying so hard not to fucking like snap on anything that annoys me. And sometimes, there's small people and like the one she drew on her face today. And I'm just like, what? Why? With like normally it wouldn't bother me. I'd be like, oh, I guess you get to take a double bath today. And it would have been fine. But then today I'm like, I don't know.
I do feel bad for you. Like, it makes you feel any better. Like, I do legit feel bad for your affliction.
My affliction.
I don't know what else to put it. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. So I really want to get to this article, right? I need that thunder shirt to just strap on and be like, so in northern Syria, in the dying days of the caliphate, thousands of ISIS families fled into the Syrian desert trying to escape the incessant bombardment of U.S. air power. Among them, that Hoda Mathana, I don't fucking know, the woman born in America who joined ISIS. She's now living in a squalid camp in northern Syria, and Fox News tracked her down. She says, I just want to go back home. I want my son to see my family. I want him to be safe in Syria. It's not safe here, no matter what my government tells me. But the U.S. insists that Hoda is not and has never been a U.S. citizen because her father is a Yemeni diplomat at the time of her birth. Her lawyer is fighting this. President Trump and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo have both said she is not welcome. In February, Trump tweeted that he instructed Pompeo to, quote, not allow Hoda Muthana back into the country. While she was a part of ISIS, she became a mouthpiece for the terror group, calling for Americans to be killed. Quote, Americans, wake up, men and women all together. You have much to do while you live under our greatest enemy. Enough of your sleeping. Go on drive-bys and spill all of their blood, or rent a big truck and drive all of them over. Veterans, Patriot, Memorial Day parades. Go on a drive-by, spill all their blood, or rent a big truck and drive all over them. Kill them. She tweeted last month in a post that has since been taken down. She claims ISIS took over her Twitter account and that now, with therapy, she could become a model citizen. With how much therapy, madam? Before I came, I've never done any crime, and I'm sure I'm not going to be doing any crimes in the future, she said. And I know I've come to Syria and look like I am a supporter of the worst terrorist group in history because you are. Like, I don't fucking know how else to explain this to you, but you left America to join them, which, you know, shows me that you support them. And now that they're fucking done and lost, now you want to come back because your side's no longer, quote, winning, unquote. Muthana was born in New Jersey and lived in Hoover, Alabama, and claims she was radicalized online. A shy, unassuming girl, she began living a double life on social media after being given a smartphone at 18. In 2014, ISIS was ascendant, committing horrible atrocities, enslaving, raping women, beheading, and stoning people, conquering vast areas of territory. It eventually ruled over 8 million people. Muthana, I don't know, then 19, was seduced and went to join them. I didn't hate America, she told Fox News. I didn't hate anything. I just thought it was obligatory. When I started practicing, I was very scared of the concept of hellfire. The Quran told me to go. She took some money earmarked for college and got on a plane to Turkey, from there, where she was smuggled across the border to Syria. It was only then that she turned on a phone and called home, telling her mother that she was with the terror group. They have always condemned her move. She said she was brainwashed. Once in the ISIS capital of Raqqa, she was held in a locked house for women until marrying. Her first husband, some random dude, was a well-known Australian fighter. And she went on to marry 2 more men. All are now dead. She had a child who's now 19 months old, and in the early days of the caliphate, life was all right. She was able to get food and fully embrace the ideology of the caliphate, even though it committed such terror. But as the U.S.-led coalition began to tighten the noose, life became hard, food started to dry up, and when President Trump took office, he told the U.S. military to take the gloves off, at which point the airstrikes picked up and ISIS families were moved from one town to another. They eventually ended up in the town of Baghouz, I don't know, where they made their last stand. Today, every ISIS member I speak to says they regret their decision, but it seems clear they only changed their mind when it became clear their caliphate had been defeated.
So, her name's Hakuna Matata.
Right? Yeah. That's what I saw, right? Hakuna Matata is learning that it sucks to suck, nerd.
Then, so her excuse is, I'm paraphrasing now. She moved there before we started bombing them. Life was okay with her Australian crocodile hunter husband or whatever. I just heard Australian fighter, and that's the only one that could pop into my head. But and then they started losing the war, and they couldn't get food. And then when ISIS is literally knocked back on its heels and she's living in a refugee camp, she's like, fuck this. I was an American the whole time. I was brainwashed.
Right? Oh, they brainwashed me. The fuck they didn't.
Maybe she should go to Yemen. If she's Yemeni, go to Yemen.
Right.
We're not dropping bombs on Yemen, are we? I don't know. Maybe there's brown people there in oil, so you never know. But
right. And Kaz, thank you for bringing up that good point. Everyone loves to be on the winning team.
Yeah. Well, we were born on the winning team. We're like back-to-back World War champs.
Right?
What's up?
What? Which,
right? She wanted to be on the winning team. She could have stuck around.
James, win stupid prizes.
Right.
Your actions have consequences. I don't think. Okay, so I will concede that if she is allowed back in the United States, she needs to be immediately escorted to Guantanamo Bay. Like, we'll house her there. Do I think she should be allowed amongst general population, like, and just released back into the United States? Absolutely not. No. But if she is, in fact, a United States citizen, which, you know, they're saying she's not, then, you know, technically, should she be allowed back? Sure. But again, she gets a one-way ticket to Guantanamo.
If she was smart, and obviously she's not because of her poor choices and history of them in the past, she would just get like a fucking plane ticket to like, I don't know, Mexico City or some shit and just fucking walk north across the border. No one would have fucking heard about her. No one would have said shit, and her dumb ass would be back wherever, in a camp outside of Brownsville or something. I don't know where they're keeping him now, but right. Then they would have let him go in like 3 days, and she could have been like, I'm just this brown because I'm Mexican. I'm not this brown because I'm
Yemen
or Honduran or whatever. Yeah.
Right. But no, so like my whole thing is that she obviously has no money, right? Because women are not allowed to own property. Women are not allowed to really own anything, or let alone money, in that culture. So she has nothing, which is why she's now relying on the American people. Like, please bring me home. I should be allowed to come home. No.
I don't know. How many? You can only make so many bad decisions in your life, and you still got to fucking pay for them. Like, you just do. Like, fucking sucks to suck, buddy. Like, you made poor choices. Deal with it. Fuck you. I don't know. That's. I maybe it's just me, and I'm a cold-hearted old crusty vet, and I just don't give a shit about her. I just don't. I can't. I can't. I'm sorry. Like, she's got a baby. I got babies too.
Right? I don't care at all.
You know what I mean? Like, no fucking, I just can't. And then, you know, I don't know. And then Michael in the Facebook chat was like, put her in a cell with Clinton. And I'm like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
yes, please.
I'm good with that too.
Yeah, Amy went exactly. Boo-hoo, she made her bed, now she can sleep in it. That's fucking right. And maybe that bed can be in Gitmo, or maybe it can be in some tent in Syria or some shit. I don't even care. Fuck it. It's not. I don't know. But, you know, someone somewhere is going to fucking go get her, because we got to feel bad for people. And I don't fucking know. I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for anyone in ISIS. Because here's the deal, though. Like, I feel bad for, like, the innocent people. Like, you know, like, you've been downrange. I've been downrange. You see the people that are caught in the middle. You know what I mean? I feel bad for those people who are legit caught in the middle of what's going on. But if you pick a side and your side starts getting, I don't know, 155 rounds. Yeah, you start getting your shit pushed in. Your side sucks, dude. Pick the wrong side. You know what I mean?
Right? Sucks to suck.
Doc, technically an aid worker made her bed. That's right. She didn't do it, but whatever. I don't know. Fuck her.
Right. Okay, so last story before we go.
Yeah, we got to get to this one.
So a middle school teacher from Long Island is planning to sue her former school district after she was fired, she alleges, for a topless selfie. Lauren Miranda, who's 25, has taught math at Bellport Middle School for the past 4 years. She says a topless selfie she took of herself in her bedroom in 2016 and sent to her former boyfriend, who also teaches in the school district, somehow leaked to at least one student at the middle school. So that technically qualifies her for the child sex offender list. So Miranda's attorney, John Ray, says the superintendent of the South Country School District told Miranda she was being fired because she could no longer serve as a role model for the students. In January, she was placed on administrative leave with pay and was fired by the school board last Wednesday. Both Miranda and Ray say they have no idea how the photo ended up in the students' hands. Miranda is planning to file a $3 million lawsuit for gender discrimination, alleging her rights as a woman were violated. She said she will not file the lawsuit if the school district gives her her job back. She said, "What's wrong with my image? It's my breasts, it's my chest, it's my body. It's something that she should be celebrated." Ray said the school district is discriminating against Miranda because she's a woman. He says, anytime a man has ever exposed his chest, no one has ever commented or had any problem with it whatsoever. But when a woman displays her chest, as happened here, she gets fired from her job. Miranda provided Eyewitness News with her review from last school year, which showed her to be a highly effective teacher. The teacher observation review stated, Miss Miranda demonstrated in this lesson to be an outstanding math instructor, knowledgeable of her content area, but most of all genuinely dedicated to the academic progress of her students. Miranda was up for tenure in June and said one of the reasons she was pursuing a lawsuit is to serve as a role model for female students. What message is that saying to the girls who have their photos airdropped all over the high school and sent all over? She said, what message are we sending to them? To roll over when your picture gets exposed without your permission or consent? So how am I now not being a role model to them? The school district would not make anyone available to comment on the situation, only saying in a statement on behalf of Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Gianni, the district does not comment on active litigation. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Thorne spoke with parents about the picture. One parent said whether her intentions were for a student to get it or they weren't, a student did, and you have to be responsible for your actions. Another parent said that she felt torn because it appears Miranda never had any intention of a student getting a hold of the picture. She said, a third parent says, I understand why she would be fired, but it's probably more complicated than just a black and white situation. Now, again, Miss Miranda, you are 25 years old. Why your bedroom mirror is cracked and you have shit all over the floor with your titties out and you're like, this looks like a perfect backdrop to send someone my titties. Whatever. You're a grown-ass woman. Clean up your goddamn room. Had to be said. 2. I don't know. It kind of like another sucks to suck, nerd. Like, it got in the hands of it, like, somehow, like, you know, they don't know how, but somehow it got in the hands of a student. People take sending pornography, which is, you know, that's technically what she did, to a student's cell phone. Now, am I all about, like, free the nipple? Meh, I mean, I guess. I understand breasts are literally just there to feed infants. I understand that breasts are real. There's nothing sexual about breasts at all. I mean, yeah, they're fun to look at. They're fun to touch. Who doesn't enjoy it? But at the same time, there's a function behind them, right? They're literally nothing but blobs of fat and mammary glands in a package. Do I understand where she's coming from? Like, you know, why is it okay for a man to expose his chest and I can't expose mine? Well, it's because in our society, breasts are sexualized. A man's chest is not. It's not. So there's that. So I think I'm on 4 now. You are a fucking teacher. Everything you do is fucking scrutinized. And for you to claim ignorance of that is bullshit. I have friends who are teachers. I have family who are fucking teachers. They will not pose for a picture with an alcoholic drink in their hands. Just in case that picture gets around to someone on the superintendent board. They won't fucking do it. They specifically request, hey, don't tag me at being at this bar. Like, don't tag me being out and about and, like, you know, being an adult or whatever and having fun off of work. Just in case someone from work sees it.
Well, like, my dad's a teacher and has been for many years. He's been a teacher, 42 years at the same district, something like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that was even the way, like, way before social media. He was really intent about what he did and, like, what was going on, you know. And he kind of had, like, a double life. He had, like, his life outside of the school district, and then he had his life in the school. It wasn't until, like, I was in high school that he kind of loosened that up a little bit. My friends would come over and actually see him kind of as Dan instead of, you know, his teacher persona.
Yeah.
But even now, like, you know, we're all grown and gone, and he still has that problem with some of his people who were his students 20 years ago, 25 years ago. He'll see him at the gas station, the grocery store, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, hey," and he's like, "Oh, just call me Dan. I'm out of work." You know what I mean? But my thing with this whole deal, this whole system that you're talking about, blah, 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 is if she legit did not send those pictures to a student, I don't know if they're right in firing her. Now, there are ways that, you know, forensically and all that stuff, that they can see who sent it and when. You know what I mean? So to me, it sounds very cut and dry. If they do the background on it and say, okay, it was sent from this IP address at this time to this phone. You don't have any ties to this IP address, so it couldn't have been you. You know, she should be able to keep her job. Now, should she be more careful? Absolutely. Should she be, I'm not going to say more modest, because I have friends who are teachers now that are probably bigger drunks than most anyone else I know, sort of, you know, people in the military, and they party and they have a good time, but they're careful about it, and she needs to be more careful with what she does. And I don't know, I don't get it. But like you're so true. But you know, I actually was going to school to be a teacher, and I said I grew up a teacher's son. They don't make dick for money, you know what I mean? So maybe she can't afford a new mirror. Maybe, I don't know. Right. Maybe she. But you can still pick up your dirty ass socks off the bed and your dirty ass clothes.
And like tissue all over, like there's tissue everywhere.
Right. And like Rotorhead just said, revenge porn.
I mean, and that's exactly what it could be. And either way, make better, like, I don't know what to tell you. Don't send naked pictures to everyone that you're talking to. Or if you break up with them, be like, hey, I need to see you delete all of these pictures. Just a thought.
Well, and like this kind of dates me a little bit. I remember when you broke up with someone, you're like, "Hey, can I get my CDs back?" And now it's like, "Hey, can you delete those pictures of my butt?"
Hey, can you delete all the naughty pictures and videos that I sent you?
Well, see, and that's the great thing about me at my age. ain't nobody want to see me naked. So I don't send them pictures out anymore. So, like, it's almost like a chore anymore for.
It's a chore.
Yeah. I'm going to put that on the chore board out in the living room.
Right? Send naked pictures.
No.
Oh my God. You should write it on there. See how long it takes for your fiance to like notice.
Oh.
No, wait. You got small ones that can read. Never mind.
Oh, they're my kids. As long as they don't poop in the closet, we're good.
Right. All right. It is time for housekeeping. If you would please do the honors of our show lineup, I would greatly appreciate it.
All right. We are live on a Tuesday with Tied Up Tuesday with Minx and Radar. Am I officially part of it, or am I still like the guest? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to get your name on the graphic now.
Uh-oh.
Like official.
That's good or bad.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Okay. Anyway, so Wednesday, tomorrow night, is a Don's Day, a day of no scheduled activities.
Sneaky loves that word.
It is our time to reflect and bring some personal light into our hearts. And and Thursday is Swords time with Ice and Spanky. They will be bringing you some Army news. Friday night is Friday Night Freedom, but it's not going right now.
Yeah, we need people. So if you guys feel like you can do this, which it doesn't take that much talent. Like if I can fucking do it, anyone can do it.
Right.
We are accepting applications, I believe. I'm probably gonna get yelled at for assuming that, but worth it.
That's what Flash said last night too. So you're good.
Yes.
But
if he said it.
Yeah, we should have said something earlier, and I would put like the link in the chat or something.
Damn it.
Oh well. Anyway, we'll do that next week. But yes, we are looking for talent. And that's a stretch of the word. Yeah, I'm here. It really is. So, but anyway, so see, Friday night we're off. It's not scheduled right. Friday Night Freedom is still hostless. And then Saturday night is Tinfoil Times with Jay Reddy, and he's on leave still. Sunday night is Kicking It with Cause, Team Old. Him and Owl are rocking our socks off and having a good old time down there on, I think they're at Area 51. And then Monday night, you got the Monday edition with Ice and Flash, talking about the week's events and whatnot. Francisco just put in there, where do we apply? I'll see if I can put a link in the chat here in a second, buddy. Yeah. But then we're back to Tuesday with us. Yay.
Yeah. Right? All right. So our next guest is this Sunday. We've got Mark Addison from Mark Addison Music. So Mark Addison is a Army veteran, and he will be on to talk about his career and how it led him to pursue a career in country music. Mark retired from the Army in 2015 and moved to Nashville, where he now pursues his music full-time as an artist and songwriter. On Monday, April 8th, we have Christopher Martini. Christopher will be on to talk about his first feature film, Trooper, which is about a returning Iraq war veteran. The film earned Chris the Renaissance Man Award at the 2011 Garden State Film Festival. Hold on, my nose is itchy. Sorry. Then April 11th, which is the Thursday, we have Major Andrew D. Fisher. Major Andrew D. Fisher will be on to talk about Stop the Bleed. Oh, this is going to be a good one. And to educate the importance of stopping the bleeding in trauma. He will also be talking about some of the advances that he has been a part of with combat trauma medicine. He joined the Army in 1992 as an infantryman, and he successfully completed the regimental indoctrination program and was subsequently assigned to the 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger. Does he know Top?
Maybe.
He might know my first sergeant. Or like my old first sergeant. So in 2015, he was accepted into Texas A&M College of Medicine. He's currently a third-year medical student and is serving as a physician assistant in the Texas Army National Guard in Austin, Texas. He is the chairman of National Stop the Bleed Month and Day and a voting member on the Committee on Tactical Combat Casualty Care. Yes, TCC. See. April 14th, which is a Sunday, we have Richard Jellison from Storyteller Original Films. So, Storyteller's owner and principal creator, Richard Jellison, will be on to talk about his recent project, the Healing Pan American Flight 001. And then on Thursday, April 18th, we have Pete Barlow. It says, with humble beginnings and a basic training issued notebook, The Adventures of G.I. Lowe chronicles the day-to-day highs and lows of a modern American soldier. From a recruiting station in the suburbs of Chicago to a cubicle in Afghanistan, the comic strip demonstrates that wherever you are, whatever you do, it's always important to keep a sense of humor. Gregory Ian G.I. Lowe was born in Michigan. He is a Libra and likes imagining himself as a superhero instead of doing his job in the Army. So that's our lineup for upcoming guests. April's turning into a busy month. So we've got Avengers Endgame. We've got Game of Thrones. We have all these exciting guests. I'm really, really excited about the one on Sergeant's Time with freaking, Stop the Bleed, which is fucking important. It's literally stop it from bleeding, and you can save someone's life. Like, that is literally the first thing you need to do when you come up on a casualty. Like, do you see any blood, shooting out of someone? Oh, you do? Stop that.
Right. They need that red stuff. Right. Make them keep it.
Stop that from happening. Whatever you do, do that first.
According to Mulder, one of the new guys, you're supposed to put a tampon in there.
That does work, actually, for some bullet holes.
No, he'll flip out if he hears that. Hopefully. I'm sure he's probably sending me hate mail right now.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We had a great time. I hope you had a great time. We will see you next week, next Tuesday, but make sure to tune in this Thursday for Sergeant's Time. So, yeah. All right, y'all. We're gone. We'll see you later. Okay.